Because a lot of these other worldviews, they have different ideas on really how you can be saved. And they're rooted in different things. In fact, they're rooted in one of three things, I would argue. They're rooted pragmatically in doing. They're rooted experientially in feeling. Or they're rooted intellectually in knowing. In other words, feel this and you'll be accepted. Or do this and you'll be accepted. Or believe these things and you'll be accepted. Now what's unique about Christianity is it says, you will never feel enough, do enough, or think and believe enough to make your way to God. That's impossible. We can't do it. And the Bible says that all have fallen short of the glory of God. And so we have a problem there. And Christianity is unique in the person of Jesus Christ, who I think really bridges the gap between the problem of mercy and justice. Now just quickly, Christianity is unique in the person of Jesus in the sense that you could take out the main characters of virtually all the other worldviews and all the other religious perspectives and still have those religious ideas. You could take Gautama Siddhartha, the Buddha, out of Buddhism, and someone else could have developed the Eightfold Path and the Seven Noble Truths and the path to enlightenment. Now, Buddhists will be very insistent that it was the Buddha who did it, but it did not have to be. Someone else could have done it. Likewise, in Islam, Muhammad did not have to be the mouthpiece of Allah. It could have been someone else. Allah could have chosen anyone. Now, Muslims likewise will be very insistent that it was Allah. It was rather Muhammad who was the prophet, but it did not have to be. But as others, like Andy Bannister and Michael Ramsden, have said, if you take Christ out of Christian, all you're left with is Ian. And Ian can't help you. And in that sense, Christianity is unique. Now, what did I mean when I said before about this idea of justice and mercy? Well, you see, if a judge lets a convicted criminal go free and says, you know what? I know you're a good guy. I've wiped your slate clean. You can go. You could say he's very merciful, but his justice would be on the line. Likewise, if the judge said, I don't think anything you've said is true, I'm going to throw the book at you, life in prison, then he is just, but he's not very merciful. And that's really the issue within religions, is how are we forgiven? If we're forgiven arbitrarily, what happens to justice? And if we're not forgiven, what happens to mercy? But a very interesting thing happens with the central truth claim of Christianity. Because God himself, in the second person of the Trinity, stepped down from eternity and took the penalty on himself. Justice, ultimate justice, was paid. And due to that, mercy was given out. It's the only religion, I would argue, the only worldview perspective that marries the concepts of mercy and justice in a beautiful picture of the image of God himself taking the punishment that we rightly deserve. That's what I would say to your question.